Victory Honda of Muncie is proud to support the student athletes at Ball State and the students in SportsLink. For more info, visit victorymuncie.com.
Every hit, every spike, every goal. Every celebration. Every story. From the creative storytellers in Ball State SportsLink, this is SportsLink Stories.
Welcome back to the second episode of SportsLink Stories presented by Victory Honda of Muncie. I'm Madison Surface.
And I'm Ryan Klimcak. We're excited to bring you a look into the lives of many Ball State athletes in this edition. To kick off this week's show, producers Nick Lawler and Faith Denig take you to the Froth course with men's volleyball attacker Bryce Behrendt.
I like it actually. I don't know, it doesn't feel too much different than like your average town, I guess. I'm sure there's some parts of it you don't really go into, but I'm fine. I stick around campus, I go to the courses. I have a good time and I like the atmosphere around here. The app I have tracks at. I want to say I'm at 80 or 90 something right now on each. I played this one a few more times though. But yeah, it's a lot. So the app I have gave me like a year-end recap of my, I guess, year of disc golf. And I walked over 215 miles just in playing disc golf. I thought it was actually pretty crazy. I don't feel like I walked that much, but it's a lot. The last thing I want to do is just be sitting around on a Saturday with nothing to do, so work kind of fills that gap. I work at a restaurant around here that I really enjoy and ended up working there in the summer, and now I still work there even in the school year. It's super fun and everyone's my age, so we all just hang out, and I'm never like dreading going to work. I'm always excited. Everyone's always asked me how I have time, and I'm like, yeah, I just don't like sitting around. It's not whether or not you have the time, it's more what you like doing with your time, and I just like staying busy. I guess I kind of do a similar thing in volleyball. Lately I've been trying to serve a lot harder than I ever have before, and I want to be more consistent serving harder. There's a little more pressure involved in volleyball, I guess, but when I'm serving, I'm really focused on getting my toss in the right spot so that the rest of it can follow. I've been swinging for 8 years now. I know how to do that. And I guess it's a similar mentality that, like I was saying with putting, is I think I'm pretty aggressive, like classic young guy. And you can be as aggressive as you want as long as you're confident in it. There's putts that you'll run into where you're 40, 50 feet away downhill, and if you miss, you're either another 30, 40 feet away or you're rolling. But I do it anyway. You gotta have confidence. Good things happen, I guess. You don't miss as much if you're not worried about it.
And speaking of what athletes do on their days off, the men's basketball team took some of their free time to participate in a media day put on by SportsLink. Let's take a look at some of our behind-the-scenes footage edited by Collin Phillips.
We're full of energy. A lot of guys are full of personality, full of a lot of things to say. It's worked out for us. It's really allowed us to connect.
Got a lot of different personalities, a lot of different games on the court, so I just feel like it'll be a good year for us. Our team is a really new team, a young team, a lot of new guys that are coming in here this year, ready to get after it. Our chemistry is really working really well, just in terms of the number of new guys that we have. So we're really excited to get started with this new and young team that we have and ready to get this season rolling.
You know, it's a competitive roster, but at the same time, we all just want to learn from each other.
When we get into the locker room, it's all love. You know, it's never just any negativity, and I feel like everybody is able to kind of come to everybody if like they're not doing too well, like pick them up in a way or tell them what they need to do.
Everyone has come from different backgrounds, but we all can go and we all can contribute, and we just have to find that area. But I feel like it's a great team. I like everybody. Not one person on this team that I would say I don't like. So everyone is just a great people to be around.
We're definitely a family. I mean, at the end of the day, on the court, a lot of people really see how, you know, close we are. We done turned into a family, so it's really easy to go out there on the floor right now and play together.
I feel like this team, we're ultra competitive. Our practices are real competitive. We go at it in practice, but when we get off the court, it's all love. We hang out, go to eat, play 2K, whatever.
You know, getting outside of basketball, not just always in practice, but getting outside and knowing each other outside of basketball, and I feel like that's helped us a lot, just hanging out at each other's houses, watching games, whatever it is. So I feel like that's brought us together and made us understand each other on the court a little bit more.
All we really talk about is a MAC championship and getting to that NCAA tournament.
You have that everyday guy mentality and the toughness to build it all the way through.
We're really just taking it, we're going to take it game by game, but you know, our final goal is to definitely, you know, make it out the MAC conference.
I mean, we're looking for a MAC championship, and that's what we want. And, you know, we want to make the tournament, but we'll take it one game at a time. But there's a really high ceiling for this team, I feel like.
We want to get to the tournament. It's the biggest goal, the main goal, and we all hungry. We want that. We want that.
As you saw, basketball season is finally here, and Ball State freshman center Peyton Sparks looks to be a key contributor for the season. From the classroom to the hardwood, this is a day in the life of Peyton Sparks, produced by Ollie Thompson.
I swear on part 2 there were words I've never seen before.
Pretty busy schedule, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So Tuesday, Thursday, I only have like a class that's like an hour 15, so not bad at all. But yeah, political science. That class, we just go over like urbanization, just like where the money's come from, like from each country and just stuff like that. On our way to practice right now. Got weights first at 2:30, then after that we have practice, so should be a good day. Campus is pretty chill, a lot of people, a lot of good people. Teachers are nice. I like it. I think it's a beautiful campus. Yeah, everyone's really friendly, so I like it. Not a lot of walking, just time to chill right before practice, just get my mind right, just things like that. Yeah, a lot of my friends go to this college from my hometown, so it's cool seeing them everywhere. I'm about to pass Frog Baby right here from when I go to practice Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Pretty cool. You're supposed to like touch it before test. Gives you good luck. Yeah, we're passing the rec center right now. We come here and hoop sometimes. The freshmen do. It's pretty fun. There's some good runs around here. Yeah, we about to pass the coach's office. Watch some film in there with the coaches. They teach pretty well, so. Yeah. Basketball's going pretty well too. Just getting used to the players, and it's been cool. All the teammates are cool, so I like it. That's boy JB over there. Josh, it's the day in the life over here, man. Yeah, mini one. It was a good day of practice. Everyone was working hard. It was very competitive. It was just an overall good day.
A big thank you to Peyton. And you know, Madison, I think sometimes a lot of people forget that they're student athletes. There's a lot that goes into these athletes' day. And it was really cool getting a glimpse into the day of Peyton.
Yes, I think it definitely makes them more human. And speaking of athletes who enjoy walking campus, football player Jordan Williams brings along a furry friend on his walks. Let's meet Zulu in a story produced by Faith Denig.
So this is Zulu right here. He was born on August 13th in 2020. A good reason why I did get him is because he was born on August 13th. 13 is my football number. You know, I kind of thought it was meant to be. I really wanted golden doodles. I have a golden doodle at home. His name is Simba. Come on. So like I said, I have a golden doodle at home. His name is Simba. He is about 75, 80 pounds. I grew up with him all my life. He was such a good dog to me. I really like his attitude, so that's where my love for golden doodles came from. Uh-oh. Hold up, Zoo. Hold up. Hold up. This is the part that your mom and dad always tell you. You gotta pick up the poop and you have all the responsibilities and everything, and you know, but I learned from it. He's just such a positive person in my life, honestly. Just likes to greet everybody, treats everybody the same. That's another thing he does really well that I try to adapt to myself. He treats everybody the same. He doesn't judge anybody. But dogs wake up each day with just a positive attitude, a new day, just greeting people. He loves everything, anything that's living, I like to say he likes. He just, anything that's living, he just wants to go and say hi to it. You see him? Big Fluff. He's a star. Come on, come on, come on. You got a place to be. But he's such a good dog. He was raised really good. Hi! You want to say hi?
How are you?
Good, I haven't seen you in forever.
I'm in housing now.
Oh, okay.
Well, hi,
Sorry.
Baby. Hi, dear baby. Hi, dear.
He loves people so much.
He's so cute.
Thank you. Hey, it was good seeing you. So a lot of people ask me why I named him Zulu, and I wanted kind of like a southern name. So my dad's from New Orleans. I went down there for Mardi Gras, and I kind of wanted, you know, an exotic name, something that's different, something that'd be cool. So Mardi Gras, Zulu, that's where that just came from. So. He's just 100% worth it. And then COVID, I will say COVID was a good impact and just being, you know, not social. And he just changed that for me, just being that brightness every day, having a great attitude, and I just try to be like him. Come on. Which actually is funny because a lot of people say I try to look like him with my hairstyle. If I were to put my hair down, people say I look like Zulu just because it's so long and it's kind of blonde. I mean, yeah, but a lot of my teammates joke and say I look like Zulu, or they'll call me Zulu because they know how much he means to me and everything. So everybody loves dogs. Like, you know, they're all friendly, they're fun, and then Golden Doodles are just kind of that one step up because they're fluffy and they're friendly, and it's hilarious because like, a lot of my teammates will yell my name, but now they're starting to yell Zulu, which it's like a pseudonym for me as well. So they'll say Zulu, I look, he looks. The student athlete life is just very busy. It's a 7-day-a-week commitment, film, and his just smile on the face, his little whining, wanting to go out, just reminds me that I need to get outside, I need to enjoy life, I need to enjoy nature, and I need to get fresh air. And his walks really help me with that.
Melissa Diceman of women's soccer has overcome a lot throughout her collegiate career. But even with a couple of devastating injuries and long recoveries, she has never failed. In a piece produced by Parker Webster and Jovanni Alcantar, here is Never Failed, the Melissa Diceman story.
I took soccer as just something fun to do back when I was a lot younger. I mean, I thought I was invisible, didn't think, you know, nothing was going to get in my way of the game. Now, I mean, 8 years later, from when I first started, a lot can happen.
Right from U10 or U11, they had a really nice team in King City. Their coaches were fantastic. She liked them. And of course, they won, which made it better. But they really enjoyed each other as a team.
It really gave me a love for the game, my teammates, the team sport aspect. I love it.
Ball through for Diceman. But equal to the task around the goalie. This could be trouble. In front of goal for the opener. They've got it.
The King City team that Melissa played on throughout her career at home was a very good team, and they've won the Ontario Championship 3 times, and then a couple of girls got a scholarship before Melissa, and then she realized, I want to be part of that.
I actually got an email and said, hey, we saw a video on you, we'd be super interested, would you want to come down for a visit? And I was like, okay, Ball State, sure. I went down and I actually committed that weekend.
Melissa was my freshman year roommate. So probably day 1 when we moved into the dorms, Melissa had loads of stuff and I had like 1 bag. So like that was probably our first conversation.
We kind of bonded because we didn't know anyone. We did a lot of things together. We went to practice together. We just had each other's backs.
And then we went straight into preseason and it was like, here we go.
I was just running towards the sidelines to get the ball. My cleat got caught in the turf and I went down. I didn't know what happened. All I know is like I couldn't move my leg.
Got a text throughout the game and was Melissa's down, banging the ground. I think it's a knee injury.
I had the reaction anyone would have when they see someone go down, so it's like, please be okay.
If I had to go down, it was devastating because your freshman year to get an ACL was like horrible.
Didn't know what the surgery was gonna look like. I never had surgery, so I didn't know. I mean, I remember this like massive needle going into my thigh and they're like, yeah, you know, it's not gonna hurt, and all I remember is massive pinch and I was like, okay, that's going into my thigh, that's a little scary. And then they're like, okay, you're going to the surgery room, and I'm like, okay, and they like completely knocked me out.
We did a lot of research about numbers, about reoccurrence, and so on. And we thought that, okay, if you do this right, you take it serious, you will be able to come back from it. But part of it's up to you and your determination, like how are you going to rehab and do things properly.
There was steps. I mean, first step was getting the leg moving, just making your do quad squeezes, simple as that. And then, you know, it went from being able to walk, that was a huge another step, and then being able to like cut, move side to side, baby steps, definitely. And I just committed myself to, you know, I want to be one of the most fittest people on the team. And, you know, I'd go extra, I'd stay after to run, and it definitely worked out. I was, beginning of spring, one of the most fit people on the team, and I think that really helped. It was 51 weeks after I did my first one.
It's a perfect soccer Sunday to wrap up the opening weekend of Mid-American Conference play. This afternoon we have Ball State and Bowling Green.
I went into a tackle and I heard a pop.
Rowan handled well by Ball State, nearing 10 seconds now.
Seeing firsthand what she went through the first time, it was hard for me to know that she was gonna have to go through that again.
That phone call for the second one was definitely hard. I remember calling my mom at work. I was in North Quad. I just felt like I let them down because, I mean, they helped me so much through this process that calling them was like almost defeating to them. I needed to be alone when I was on the field sometimes just so I could get my confidence back, knowing, you know, I can shoot the ball still, I can pass the ball still. Just small things like that just to get confidence back so when I do go to practice, I'm not gonna fail at it.
Just the consistent thing, I would say, when she would get down was just like, don't get down, stay positive, like there's a light at the end of the tunnel.
The second time I came back, I was more confident and I was like, yeah, you know, I did the work, I'm gonna be good. My knees are gonna hold up, I trust the process. Everyone did what they needed to do around me to get me back on this field, and I'm gonna go out and play and not even worry about it. Every time I would look down at my knees, I just see scars. And I was like, okay, I need something to like look down at and know like they're gonna be okay. So I ended up just writing like strength. I know they're strong and they're not gonna fail me because I did the work. So now before every game for the past like 3 years, I've written strength and never fail. It's what I do before every game. And I cannot play a game if I don't have those phrases written on my knees. Got taken out in the box and the ref was like, PK. And I'm like, okay. And I gave the ball to Nikki and she's like, no, you take it. And I was like, oh, I mean, I've never taken a PK in like 4 years. I lined up and it's just me and the goalie and everything almost like kind of went black. And I just shot. And I was honestly more in shock. I was like, oh my God, I just scored my first collegiate goal. Didn't expect it. I mean, I always wanted to score. I mean, it's great scoring, but I'm always the one that just wants to pass it off. So getting a goal was insane to me.
It was big, like she deserves it. Like the amount of stuff she's gone through and then to come on the field, win a penalty and take it and score, like that's a big deal.
For her to still be standing, still be going strong and still have a positive attitude is truly inspirational.
That she's stronger than I ever thought. I knew she was strong, just the way she grew up and that, but now she's mentally strong and can overcome a lot of things.
I wanted to show that even if you're injured, you can still come back. Everyone has injuries, it happens, and I didn't want to be the one that was like, oh yeah, Melissa tore her ACL and she ended up quitting the team. I wanted to be the one that was like, Melissa tore her ACL, tore it again, and ended up playing again and, you know, contributed to the team. I wanted that story. I didn't want to be known as quitting from an ACL. I wanted to like prove myself that, you know, I'm bigger than an injury. I didn't want to be known for the injury.
Story from Melissa Diceman, truly a story of resiliency and redemption, coming back from the injury and contributing for her team in a really big way this season.
Absolutely, Ryan. And you know, that concludes our second edition of SL Stories presented by Victory Honda of Muncie. Remember, you can catch up on the latest in Ball State sports on ballstatesportslink.com.
Be sure to follow BSU Sports Link on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to see all of your favorite athletes. I'm Ryan Klimcak.
And I'm Madison Surface. Thanks again for tuning in.